Hi there, it's Christy Butson from tinkerwithink.com. Today I'm going to show you how to perfectly mount your wood mount stamp sets so that you don't need to drag your Stamp-a-ma-jig out every time and don't end up accidentally mounting your stamps upside down. So we've got a brand new stamp set here. And this one, oh, I already did that. Okay. I was looking for the name of it. It's Wonderful. And I already took that off. So let's go ahead and take our blocks out. So you'll get blocks, a sheet of rubber, and a sheet of stickers. Now the sheet of stickers comes with the name on it. I trim that off and add that to the box. Usually that's the last thing I do. So what we're going to do right away is punch out all of our stamps. And you don't have to cut each stamp. They're cut for us now from Stampin' Up. But this is the point when you would want to trim before you mount them. If you look at any of them and they have a really large shoulder, which is this area between the stamp and the edge, sometimes if there's a lot of extra rubber there, it'll catch ink when you're inking it up, and then when you stamp you'll get a line around your image. That's where it comes from. So if you want to trim it all, now would be the time to do it. I think this one, I'll trim a little. So we're going to do that first. And if you're trimming your stamps, sorry, you might want to turn away. Some people get queasy when they look at their stamps and I'm trimming them. When you're trimming your stamps, you want to angle towards the raised area so that the base of the foam is wider than the rubber stamp. You can see on here, you can kind of see how the foam sticks out a little. You don't want to angle it the other way because then your stamp will be unstable. But at this point would be the time when you want to go ahead and trim any areas that you think might be bothersome. So then we match every stamp up with the rubber before you adhere any of them, because we all do it, get them stuck and we have a weird combination left over. So set them out first and see what you like. So then we're going to adhere the stamps first. Put the rubber on, and then I'll show you how to get those stickers lined up just right. Now it might be tempting to take this piece of paper and throw it away, but what I like to do is these make great masks for the stamps that you just took them off of. So I will actually take those and toss them right into that case so they'll stay with my stamps, and I'm going to put all of those right in there because now I don't have to cut masks. I can just use those. So there we go. I've got all the rubber on, and set this aside. I do have another video showing you a bunch of ideas of ways that you can upcycle this red rubber. So you don't need to throw that away. There's good uses for it, and I'll show you that in another video. So now you can go ahead and grab your ink pad, whatever color you want to use, and take a stamp, ink it up, and this is where you're going to be using your Stamp-a-ma-jig. You put the plastic right up into that corner when you have it on your stamping surface, and you ink up your block and shove that block right into the Stamp-a-ma-jig too and press straight down. And that'll give you your inked image. I'm going to clean my stamp right away before I place it down where I don't want it. So then, taking the sticker sheet, I find the sticker for the stamp that I just did and grab my snail, and you can use Dado or any adhesive. You just want to put a little bit right in the middle of there and then peel that sticker off. Then it goes on the back side of the Stamp-a-ma-jig. You're going to use that little bit of adhesive to hold it in place when you line the stamp and the image up. So when you've got it about as perfect as you can get it, You can see that it's lined up pretty well. I'm going to make sure, oh, see, it's not facing the same way anymore. Make sure your rubber is still facing the same direction and put it back in the Stamp-a-ma-jig. Then line the plastic up and press straight down. And it'll pop right off. And now you've got that little bit of adhesive left on the sticker, and you can just rub that right off. If it doesn't come off, you can use the adhesive remover, but it usually comes right off. And now it's perfectly placed with how you have your stamp. I do know some people like to put theirs right towards, like if you're right-handed, they like to put their rubber into the lower left corner so that when you're stamping, you can kind of see the stamp. I like mine more centered, and this way with the sticker right where the stamp is, I know that I'm stamping right. So we did this one. Now that one can go right in our stamping case, our clamshell, and then we'll just rotate this corner so we're not stopping to clean every 5 minutes, and just go ahead and do the next one. You'll want to cut off, I already did it on this stamp set, but the label with the name of the stamp set, I cut that off and adhered it to my clamshell case. And the new labels for Stampin' Up! No longer have a quantity count on them, so that's what the magic marker is for. I like to have that count on there so I know if I'm missing a stamp. And then I put address labels on mine right away because I like to do scrapbooking retreats, and that way I don't have to worry about hurrying around and labeling everything right before the retreat. It's already done. So when you've used all the corners of your Stamp-a-ma-jig, you can just go ahead and spray it with a little stamping mist and wipe that clean too. I will be back with another tutorial on how to line this wonderful setup with the Autumn Accents die. I'll show you a neat trick for that. So I hope you'll come back and check out my blog too while you're waiting at tinkerwithink.com. Thanks for watching.